Greetings! Well, I'm so excited to share with you the fact that I'm putting together a mini course on Brilliance Mining, meaning on the method that actually works for effectively transferring knowledge that you have in the back of your brain. Not only the knowledge that you know you have, but even the knowledge that is unconscious competence, as I call it, knowledge that you use automatically. So I want to just spend a few moments here, a few minutes, talking to you about what's in the course and give you two things: a preview, a sneak peek, actually, into what's in this course, and also give you a few pointers for how you can create your own courses that use certain principles, namely bite size, address different learning styles, etc. All right, so here I'm going to show you a lesson which is about why do Brilliance Mining. And so what you see here is you see a little section header, a lesson header, and then right away the video, and then underneath you see two things: key takeaways, which are pretty brief and to the point, and then a longer transcript. But you see it's not really that long. That's because the lesson is only 3 minutes long, 3 or 4 at most, between 2 and 4 minutes. And also, it is not completely a verbatim transcript. Actually, I've done some work on it. I've edited it a bit, and I also highlighted some words so that it's really quick to read and easy to retain. And again, this is something I recommend to you as well. So as far as the lesson itself is concerned, why do Brilliance Mining? And you know, it's important when you put these lessons together is that you really boil it down as simply as possible. So I boiled this down to 4 points. And that is, it's about knowledge management, making sure you protect your knowledge, that it doesn't walk out the door, for example, and that you're positioned very powerfully for the future. And then it's about growing and scaling your business. But the third point is that while you do that, while you grow and scale your business, don't sacrifice your work-life balance. So that's the third point. And the fourth is to create new business options. So in the longer run, what are you going to do? Are you going to be one of the probably 85% of businesses that just shut down when you're leaning out? Or are you wanting to create a future for your business where you pass it on to someone, your family, your employees, or a third party, maybe even a strategic buyer? Or perhaps you might want to franchise. Either way, knowledge transfer is super important to make that happen. And that's what we're talking about here. In the next lesson, oh, that was really interesting. Who uses Brilliance Mining? Now, call me a geek, but I was thinking that it was really interesting to think about, who is it that uses Brilliance Mining? And I realized it's really two groups of people. The first group is the biggest by far, but successful, driven business owners, just like you. And also, though, the second group is also very powerful, and that's founders of nonprofits. What they have in common is that they realized they started something that is meaningful, and it has to be grown. It has to continue to grow, and it has to continue, period. It can't just stop with who's running this now. And so these people are successful. They're innovative in various different ways. It's not always high tech, but it can be, of course. And there's unique knowledge, which often is at the interface of different disciplines. And usually they don't realize just how much knowledge they have, but at least they have a glimpse of the fact, yes, there is knowledge that other people will need, and otherwise it will not be able to continue to grow. It will not be able to continue past their own involvement, and it will also kill their work-life balance. So then, last but not least, I want to mention the lesson that talks about the 3 steps of the Brilliance Mining process. And that's the last section here, the last lesson. First, before that, we have the what if you don't do Brilliance Mining. Now, I'm going to not steal all of my thunder with this video here. So let me know if you're interested when it comes out. I'm going to make that first section completely free to access. So drop me a note, send me an email, or go back to the website in a few days. All right, so the fifth lesson here talks about the 3 steps of Brilliance Mining, and then mapping, extraction, and replication. Again, the key takeaways. You can think of Brilliance mapping as a way to establish your treasure map. You have these nuggets of information in your head. With Brilliance mapping, you find out what nuggets you have, and you get then to decide which of those nuggets are really most important to capture first and make teachable. And by the way, of course, you can ask the same question about the experts who are working in your company. Then the extraction part, sometimes people said, Stephie, don't you want to rename that? Sounds kind of like you're having surgery. No, you're not having surgery. It's actually fun. It's quick even. You'll be amazed how much we can extract in how little of amount of time. And in fact, we're teaching you how to do that yourself. And we're also teaching you what you can do yourself and what you need some other people for. In fact, we're teaching you about how you pick those other people, who is capable of it and who is not really capable of this. So you can be successful with this. And then the replication. This is where you're making more money, and this is also where you're creating more impact. And this is where the real reward comes in. And as I say in this lesson, it's very important to put this into play as quickly as possible. And we will show you how in this course. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed this sneak peek, and I will talk to you real soon. Ciao.